Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play King's Quest 6. Here today, gone tomorrow, and let's continue the game where we last left off. And I had a little bit of a brain glitch due to the phone call that I wasn't able to focus probably. That we need to get the flute, but I forgot that we can also get the ring now because...
Your candy dish is empty!
I am sorry, sir, but I have no more mints. Somebody has eaten them all.
Well, get some more then!
I fear that is impossible. Without the fairy, I can no longer get imports from the other islands, and we do not grow mint extract on the Isle of the Crown.
Oh, I hate not getting what I want!
Because we have the pearl, so we can exchange that for the ring.
I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
And now let's trade, for the time being, the mockingbird.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
And let's...
I'll take the flute.
The flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet. Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you.
Now let's go to the bookshop.
Good day again. How may I help you?
Ah, so he's now missing. Damn it. Well, maybe later. He appears.
How fare you, merchant?
I have been reading too much love poetry lately. It is rather depressing to an old bachelor like me.
How fare you, merchant?
Sufficiently well, thank you, Alexander. My only wish is for more time to read.
Oh yeah, can I now read this? Just...
Alexander rests his feet for a moment. Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages. Well, that was refreshing.
Ah, okay, so it... Well, maybe get another chance later on. For now, we'll head back. Use the map.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
And now let's go. It was the...
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
And this much I remember now, that this is where you needed the flute.
May I have this dance?
Oh, my!
Alexander stops playing the flute, but the wallflowers and snapdragons continue to dance, caught up in the music and oblivious to everything around them.
Now we can snatch the so-called hole in the wall.
While the wallflowers dance, Alexander snatches the hole in the wall.
Now let's see. You still need that piece of paper. I wonder.
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground.
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh, sorry.
Because I need to speak to you, but how do I get you to speak? Also, let's see.
Oh, so there you are, handsome. What can I do for you now? Have you changed your mind? My offer of dead wedlock is still open.
I need to get that piece of paper.
A black widow is sitting in her web. She has long legs and an hourglass on her belly. She gives Alexander a knowing look. An intricately detailed spider's web has been spun between a pile of books and a small tree. A thread is hanging from the otherwise tightly woven web.
Ah. Was it that I need to...
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Ah.
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
That was how it was done. Love. Hint?
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough. Piles of stacked books, looking red.
Let's see, can I... Yep, no?
Hey,
Oh,
Well, we saw now... I think that's everything we can do for the moment, at least in this part of the isle, because when we saw the two queens, they were talking about a coal, which is a hint. Now this is not...
Small speckles of sand stand out against the otherwise gray brick.
Yeah, it's a brick, so I cannot use that. So...
The glass bottle is full of milk. How strange for a plant to produce not only milk, but a container to go with it. Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I can't get the Isle of Beasts yet, so yeah, I still gotta probably something have to do in the Isle of Wonder before I can go to the Island of Sacred Mountains. And I have to actually check that... Oh, am I not near enough the water?
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Ah, okay, you can just... You do have to use it like so.
Alexander pulls...
Kinda weird. Huh? Nope. Oh, I mean...
Alexander...
No, silly me. I'm
Alexander
strong.
feels a strain.
Silly me. So maybe the bookstore, because we saw a page. Maybe I...
Hello, I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Let's see if we can...
Alexander is not interested in those self-help books. Thinking of Cassima, Alexander decides to leaf through one of the volumes of love poetry. He reads, "Thy hair, thy lips, thy beauteous face, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon a place within this broken breast." Not bad. And another. "Upon the shore the lilies bend, untouched by worldly care, where shadow they her earthly bed, oh, that she were not there." Yikes. And another. "What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me, and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name, that brings my mind e'er back the same to thee? The name of love cannot apply, its commonness does not decry the haunted, hunted, painful cry that my heart makes for you, that e'er my soul eternal makes for you."
A little close to home, that one.
Alexander returns the love poem book to the shelf. Alexander picks up the fallen page. It's the love poem he particularly liked. It must have fallen out of the poetry book.
I see that old volume has lost another page. You may keep it if you like, sir. I have glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already.
I do rather like it. Thank you, merchant.
Okay, so we got...
Alexander has a love poem from a book in the bookshop.
Can I... in a bit?
Alexander reads the love poem. "What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me, and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name that brings my mind ever back the same to thee? The name of love cannot apply, its commonness does not decry the haunted, hunted, painful cry that my heart makes for you, that ever my soul eternal makes for you."
What about... I was wondering, since... Let's look at these as well, if there's something else.
Right now, Alexander is too involved with the journey he's on to take time to read about the journeys of others. Alexander isn't interested in the cookbooks on that shelf. He's had an aversion to cooking ever since he experimented with a certain cookie recipe involving cat hair and fish oil.
A little reference to King's Quest 3.
Alexander is a little old for those children's books.
What about this one?
How much for that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard. I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spelled book for it.
An antique leather-bound book is displayed on a little stand on the counter. On the elaborate cover is the title, "Ye Useful Book of Magic Spells."
Okay, so now it makes sense. Now I know where I need to go. But... now we have to go back to the Isle of Wonders. Now I can probably talk to that so-called bookworm.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Now let's see if we can talk.
Hello? Is anyone there in the books?
What do you think you're doing?
Okay, now
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner. All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
so we need to find him something. Oh, come on. I do remember the fact that you don't need to do anything else in here for a while until you get the book spell, so...
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Because I haven't yet wrote down the copy protection for the Isle of Sacred Mountains. So I might have to cut the video, but I'll
Alexander
check the
feels
Isle
a
of
strange
Beasts
pulling sensation.
one more time, see if there's anything else. Oh, now who are you?
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
I'm not odd-looking, you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not. Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
You speak strangely, friend.
Strange, my speech is not. Eloquence I speak with.
But who are you? And why are you here?
Away I fly my home from. Lost I am, therefore. As my name too, can you guess not? It's what I do this branch with, and the way I speak of.
There's an odd little creature dangling from that tree branch.
If you're lost, perhaps I can take you home.
Take me home too? Think not I do. Know you I do not.
Are you sure you don't want me to try to find your home?
Trust you I do not. Stay here I will.
Are you sure you don't...
Trust you I do.
Now,
Alexander is carrying, oddly enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?" Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do. Where are you going to? Like you I do. Go I with you.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
so... is this what the bookworm...
One end of the creature resembles a miniature dragon, while the other looks like a possum. What a strange-looking fellow. Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I guess this was the one thing that he was looking for, so...
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Do you have anything interesting yet?
A regular abnormality?
Let me see what I have.
Well, this is a...
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now. This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
Okay, so now we can get the magic book. A rare book? Yeah.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Now let's give him this rare book.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
Let's see if I can read the book.
Alexander is carrying a book from the bookshop. The cover says, Ye Old Spell Book.
Now this is that you can magic paint spell. River Styx water, black horse feather. And Styx water to swamp pools in cup stirred.
Speaking the incantation would do little good unless there were a painted object nearby to enchant.
So there's only one spell that I need to learn. Well, I think I have a black horse feather. Is this a black horse feather?
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather.
So it is. Now let's trade the flute.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection. A battered tinder box is displayed on the counter.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
I do need the brush, but I need it only later when I have the ingredients for the spell. So I think... Now what was the tinder box? Ah, yes.
The pawn shop's tinderbox is slightly battered, but in reasonably good shape. The tinderbox contains a candle, as well as some flint and tinder.
I still want to look... I'm a little upset that I missed...
Good day again.
I actually think that I now have to head to the Island of Wonders. But in order to do that, I have to look at the copy protection from the manual and write those down. But let's... because now I've done in my memory everything I can do for the time being, because I cannot go to the Isle of Beast until I deal with the statue. And I already checked everything in here, and also... Yep. Wrong button.
Alexander opens the bargain book.
Wrong.
There's no point in using an object.
Oh yeah, this was that.
Alexander rubs the lamp, but nothing happens.
What was this?
Alexander has a love poem.
Oh yeah, that's the love poem.
Alexander,
Oh,
what the...
Okay.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
So yeah, I guess I'll have to...
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. The rock has been etched by some unknown hand. One may need to read about the logic cliffs in the guidebook to the Land of the Green Isles in order to understand this mystical inscription.
So yes, I guess I'll have to cut the video here, because now we need to get to the top of this mountain, and in order to do that, I have to use the copy protection system to solve the riddles. So I'm gonna do that off record, and then we're gonna continue the game. So I'm gonna cut the video here now. So when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, let's head to the top of the mountains once I've solved these little riddles and write them down and see what's in above them. Can't speak. At the top of the mountain. But that'll be the next video. Until then, as always, I'll see you when I see you. Later.